I welcome you all for the discussion on linear algebra. So, ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಸೊ ಈ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಮೂಲಕ ಯೂನಿಟ್ 1 ಆಫ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಸೆಮಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಯೂನಿಟ್ 1 ನೋಡೋದಾದ್ರೆ ದಟ್ ದ ಸ್ಕೆಲಿಟನ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿಸ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಈಸ್ we start with matrix, then we will discuss how to find the rank of a matrix and what do you mean by the rank, and that we will discuss. Later we move on to consistency of system of linear equations. So in this part we will consider a system of linear equations and we will discuss different methods to find the solution of that system of equations. And then we will discuss diagonalization of matrices. Here we discuss similar matrices and how to diagonalize matrices of the given matrix. So we concentrate only on 2 cross 2 matrices for diagonalization purpose. We don't move on to higher order matrices. Then finally we will discuss quadratic forms. So this is the skeleton of unit 1. So in this video we shall start with what do you mean by a matrix, then what are the different types of matrices, some of the standard types we will discuss here, and then we move on to rank of a matrix. So we will just define what do you mean by rank, then we will discuss elementary transformations, elementary row transformations or column transformations. There are 2 types. So in that 2 types we will mainly concentrate on elementary row transformations. So that is what we are going to discuss in this unit. Okay, I mean in this video. Okay, let us start with this. Basically we have to start with this one. So matrix, what do you mean by a matrix? We have already studied this in our previous courses. Anyway, I'll just recall the definition and some of simple example for matrices. So if you look into the definition of matrices, definition, a matrix is an arrangement of, matrix is an arrangement of, if you look into the members of matrices, you may find only letters or numbers, I mean alphabets or numbers. Okay, so matrix is an arrangement of alphabets or numbers. How we arrange? We have to arrange them in rows and columns. So that is the definition of a matrix. So a matrix, so if you look into this definition, it is clear that the members of matrices are either alphabets or numbers, and it will be arranged in terms of rows and columns. So a matrix is a combination of rows and columns. Okay, so a matrix having m rows, having m number of rows and n number of columns is called m cross n or m by n. So some authors say this as m cross n and some others say as m by n. So m cross n anta ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅಥವಾ m by n ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. So m by n matrix, and it is usually written as, so standard form ಅಂತ ಬರೀಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ matrix ಈ ರೀತಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. Usually we use capital English alphabets to denote a matrix and small English alphabets to denote entries of that matrix. That is the standard notation. So capital A equal to small aij, m by n or m cross n you can say. So this is about the definition of a matrix. Next, let us look into some examples. So we can take A equal to 159 362 3 0, 1. So these are called rows, and this is the first row. This is called first row. So generally we designate write it as R1. So this is second row. Usually we call this as R2, and this will be third row, R3, and we call these as columns. So this is first column. So generally we call this as C1. Second column, C2. Third column, C3. Throughout this unit we will concentrate mainly on rows. So same thing can be done with columns also, but we concentrate more on rows. So ಕಾಲಮ್ಸ್ ಅಥವಾ ರೋಸ್ ಎರಡರಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಪ್ಯಾರಾಮೀಟರ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ನಾವಿಲ್ಲಿ ರೋಸ್ನ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಸೇಮ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಕಾಲಮ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಎ 3x3 ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿಕ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಒನ್ ಮೋರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್. B 1 2 3 4 0 0 1 5. See here there are only two rows. This is R1 and this is R2. There are only two rows, so 2 cross 1 2 1 2 3 4 columns. So it is a 2 cross 4 matrix or 2 by 4 matrix. And if we take one more example, C 501, okay, one bad ಇಲ್ಲಿ 50 3126. So there are 3 rows and 2 columns, so 3 cross 2. So this is the way of finding order of the matrix. So m cross n, generally this is called order of the matrix. So m into n will give you the number of entries in that matrix. So that's about examples. So standard notation, how to write standard in a standard form, how to express a matrix. So as we looked already, this is the one of the standard notation, Aij m cross n, but this it is a comprised form of A, matrix A. So in generally we may write this like this: first row A11, A12, A13. So expanding this we get this one, and so on, A1n. So there are n rows, I mean n columns, sorry, n columns. So 1 2 3 up to n. So n columns are there. So next, if you write these entries, A21, A23, and so on, continuing this. So finally, so it is an n cross n matrix. So number of rows must be n, number of columns must be n. So 1 2 3, sorry, it is 3 1, A31, and so on. It should be AM1. Okay, A22, A23, and so on, A2n. Similarly, A32, A33, and so on, A3n, AM2, AM3, AMN. So as I said already, there are totally mn number of entries. Mn number of entries. So this is about the standard notation. Next, let us look into some standard types of matrices. Types. number 1. Okay, number 1. There is a possibility that there are some matrices where there is only one row, where there is only one row. So a matrix with single row is called a row matrix. Single row means you must have m equal to 1. You must have m equal to 1. Such matrix looks like this: A equal to say 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. So this is called row vector or row matrix. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 columns, right? So 1 cross 5. Next, I'll write from here 2. Similarly, you may define column vector अथवा column matrix. A matrix with single column. A matrix with single column is called a column matrix. Is called a column matrix. Column matrix ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ಅಥವಾ column vector ಅಂತ ಕೂಡ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. So B equal to, you can take example 1, 6, 7, 8. So this is an example of a column vector ಅಥವಾ column matrix. 1, 2, 3, 4 rows ಇದೆ. So 4 cross 1. So column vector ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ n equal to 1 ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Row vector ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ m equal to 1 ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Next, zero matrix. Point number 3. A matrix in which all the entries are 0. A matrix in which all the entries are 0 is called a zero matrix. Is called a zero matrix. For example, you can take this one: 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. So it is a 3 by 3 zero matrix. If at least one entry is non-zero, then we say that matrix is a non-zero matrix. So zero matrix ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಬೇಕಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಎಲ್ಲ ಎಂಟ್ರೀಸು ಝೀರೋ ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು. ಎಲ್ಲ ಎಂಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಒಂದು ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ನಾನ್ ಝೀರೋ ಆಗಿತ್ತು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಝೀರೋ ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿಕ್ಸ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಸಿಮಿಲರ್ಲಿ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಝೀರೋ ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಅಥವಾ ಝೀರೋ ರೋ. ಇದನ್ನ ಝೀರೋ ರೋ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಟು ಸೇ ದಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಎ ಝೀರೋ ರೋ, ಈಚ್ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಆಫ್ ದಟ್ ರೋ ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಬಿ ಝೀರೋ, ದೆನ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಎ ಝೀರೋ ರೋ. If there is at least one entry which is non-zero, then it will not be a zero. So I have to keep that in mind. A row is said to be a zero row if all the entries of that row are zero. Otherwise, it is called a non-zero row. Similarly, you may define zero column. So ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಕಾಲಮ್ ಅನ್ನ ಝೀರೋ ಕಾಲಮ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಕಾಲಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಎಂಟ್ರೀಸು ಝೀರೋ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೇಕು. ಅದರ ಒಂದು ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ನಾನ್ ಝೀರೋ ಆಗಿದ್ರು ಕೂಡ ಅದನ್ನ ಝೀರೋ ಕಾಲಮ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಝೀರೋ ರೋ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ನಂಬರ್ 4, ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿಕ್ಸ್. ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿಕ್ಸ್. If m equal to n, then A is called a square matrix. As I said already, a matrix of order m cross n will have m number of rows, n number of columns. If number of rows equal to number of columns, then we call that as square matrix. So this is the condition should happen. So order of a square matrix will be n cross n, or you may write a m cross m, because m and n are equal, so there is no difference in that. So So either it should be m cross m or n cross m. So that is about square matrix. So this is an example of a square matrix. It's a 3 cross 3 matrix. So 3 cross 3, 4 cross 4, 5 cross 5, 6 cross 6, any number of example you can take in general. But only thing is number of rows must be equal to number of columns. If that condition holds, then we say that it is a square matrix. Identity matrix, or before that diagonal matrix. See, all these comes under square matrix. Okay, I'll take point A. All these comes under square matrix. Diagonal matrix. Before that, let us do one thing. Let capital A equal to Aij n cross n be a square matrix. Then A is okay, take one by one. A is diagonal. A is a diagonal matrix if Aij equal to 0 for for I not equal to j. ಅಥವಾ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಇಫ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಇಫ್ ಅಂತ ಹಾಕ್ಬೋದು. ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ whenever I not equal to j, then only Aij is 0. For I equal to j, Aij is not 0. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡು ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಒಂದು I equal to j implies Aij must be non-zero. Okay. I not equal to j implies Aij must be equal to 0. I not equal to j ಆದಾಗ Aij 0 ಆಗಬೇಕು. I equal to j ಆದಾಗ Aij not equal to 0 ಆಗಬೇಕು. So ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿಕ್ಸ್ ಬರೆದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ? Okay, I will take an example here. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ A11 ಇರುತ್ತೆ. So here you will be having a non-zero entry. A dash ಅಂತ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀನಿ. So for this it will be 0. ಓಕೆ, ಒಂದು 4th ಆರ್ಡರ್ ವರೆಗೂ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ಸೊ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ತಗೊಂಡು ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು ಬೇಡ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತೀನಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ I not equal to j, so it is 0. Here somewhere I equal to j, A2 ಬರುತ್ತಲ್ವೇಲಿ. ಸೊ I equal to j, ಸೊ ಇದು non-zero ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಬರಬೇಕು. 0 0. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತೀನಿ. A33, so here non-zero. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ರೋ ಬಂದರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಎಂಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ non-zero 0 ಬರಬೇಕು. ಸೊ 0 0 0, ಇಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಒಂದು ಕಡೆ D dash non-zero. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಎ ಡಯಾಗನಲ್ ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿಕ್ಸ್. And this is called diagonal of the matrix. This is called the diagonal of the matrix. So diagonal define ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ diagonal matrix ಹೇಳೋದು ಈಸಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So this is the diagonal. So we say that a matrix is a diagonal matrix if only diagonal entries are non-zero. And this one is called anti-diagonal. These entries are called anti-diagonal. So diagonal ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ಇದನ್ನ. So sometimes principal diagonal ಅಂತಾನೂ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. So just we can say diagonal. Principal ಅನ್ನೋ ವರ್ಡ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಆಗೋದ್ಬೇಡಿ. ಸೊ ಡಯಾಗನಲ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಎಂಟ್ರೀಸ್. ಸೊ ದೀಸ್ ಎಂಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ಡಯಾಗನಲ್ ಎಂಟ್ರೀಸ್. These are called diagonal entries. These are anti-diagonal. ಸೊ ಒಂದು ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿಕ್ಸ್ ನ ಡಯಾಗನಲ್ ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಡಯಾಗನಲ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಎಂಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಮಾತ್ರ non-zero ಇರಬೇಕು, ಉಳಿದದ್ದೆಲ್ಲ 0 ಇರಬೇಕು. ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. A equal to 500, 0 6 1 okay, 0 0 0 0 8 0 0 0 0 4. This is a diagonal matrix because only diagonal entries are non-zero and remaining entries are all zero. So under this we will be having one more type, that is scalar matrix. So ಯಾವಾಗ ಒಂದು ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿಕ್ಸ್ ನ ಸ್ಕೇಲಾರ್ ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಬೇಸಿಕಲಿ ಇಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಎ ಡಯಾಗನಲ್ ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿಕ್ಸ್, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಡಯಾಗನಲ್ ಅಲ್ದರ್ ಎಂಟ್ರೀಸ್, ನಾನ್ ಡಯಾಗನಲ್ ಎಂಟ್ರೀಸ್. ಸೊ ಆಲ್ ನಾನ್ ಡಯಾಗನಲ್ ಎಂಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಬಿ ಝೀರೋ, ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್, ಆಲ್ ಡಯಾಗನಲ್ ಎಂಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್. ಸೊ ಇವಾಗ ಇದನ್ನು 5 0 0 0 0 5 0 0 0 0 5 0 0 0 0 5. See here all the diagonal entries are equal. So this is also an example of a diagonal matrix. Under that we have all entries are equal to 0, I mean are same. So such a matrix in which all diagonal entries are equal is called scalar matrix. So this can be written as 5 into I. Then what is this I? I is called an identity matrix that comes again under scalar matrix. So I identity matrix next define ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. So identity matrix, a matrix A is said to be identity matrix, is an identity matrix if ಇದನ್ನ ಆರ್ಡರ್ n cross n ಅಂತ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ಸೊ A n cross n is an identity matrix if all non-diagonal entries are 0 and diagonal entries equal to 1. ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 5 ಬರೋದಲ್ಲ ನನ್ನ ಸ್ಕೇಲಾರ್ ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿಕ್ಸ್, ಇದೇ ತರ ಡಯಾಗನಲ್ ಎಂಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು 1 ಆದರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಐಡೆಂಟಿಟಿ ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಟೇಕ್ ದಿಸ್ ಆಸ್ ಎನ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್. ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಅನ್ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಟಿ ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿಕ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಅದರ ನಂಬರ್ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಕೇಲಾರ್ ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿಕ್ಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So 5 into this matrix will be the scalar matrix 5 0 0 0 0 5 0 0 0 0 0, I mean 5 will be 5 0 0 0 0 5. This is what I wrote here. So this is about identity matrix. Okay. Next, there are two more types of square matrices. I think it is point C. So diagonal matrix ಆಯಿತು, scalar matrix ಆಯಿತು, ಮತ್ತು identity matrix ಆಯಿತು. So next, triangular matrices. So ಇದರೊಳಗಡೆ ಎರಡು ಬರುತ್ತೆ, upper triangular matrices. Upper triangular matrices. A matrix A is said to be upper triangular. A matrix A is said to be upper triangular. Upper triangular. See, first look at this matrix. See, this we can divide into two triangles. This will be one triangle. And this will be another triangle. So this is called upper triangle. Upper triangle. This is lower triangle. If all the entries below the diagonal are 0, then this will dominate the matrix. Similarly, If all the entries above diagonal are 0, then this triangle will dominate the matrix. Keep that in mind. So upper triangular matrix ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಡಾಮಿನೇಟ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಯಾವುದು ಡಾಮಿನೇಟ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಆ ನೇಮ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ. So upper triangle, a matrix A is said to be upper triangular matrix if entries below diagonal are 0. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಲೋವರ್ ಟ್ರಯಾಂಗ್ಯುಲರ್ 0 ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಲೋವರ್ ಟ್ರಯಾಂಗ್ಯುಲರ್ 0 ಆದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಅಪ್ಪರ್ ಟ್ರಯಾಂಗ್ಯುಲರ್ ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವುದು ಡಾಮಿನೇಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಆ ನೇಮ್ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ನಾವು. ಸೊ ಸಿಮಿಲರ್ಲಿ we may define D, lower triangular matrix. We say that a matrix A is lower triangular. A matrix is lower triangular if entries below, entries above the non-diagonal, entries above the diagonal are 0. So entries below non-diagonal should not all 0. Either at least one entry should be non-zero. So this is about the definition of triangular matrices. Example: A equal to 3, 8, 5, 0, 6, 1, 0, 0, 7. So here entries below diagonal are 0. So this will be a upper triangular matrix. This will be upper triangular UT ಅಂತ ಬರೀತೀವಿ. This is an upper triangular matrix B. 1, 0, 0, 3, 5, 0, 6, minus 1, 1. So here entries above the diagonal are 0. So this is a lower triangular matrix. This is a lower triangular matrix. So this is about the major types of matrices. See here we have recalled types of matrices which are useful for further discussion. Only that matrices we have recalled. ಇನ್ನು ತುಂಬ ಟೈಪ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇದೆ, ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕಷನ್ಗೆ ಯಾವ ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿಕ್ಸ್ ಬೇಕು ಅದನ್ನು ಮಾತ್ರ ನಾವು ರಿಕಾಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಸೊ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ there is one more definition: transpose of a matrix. Inverse of a matrix, that will define very later, and transpose of a matrix now we are going to define. Transpose. Let A be any matrix. Let A be any matrix of order m cross n. Of order m cross n. Then the matrix obtained by interchanging rows and columns of A, is called its transpose. So the rows of A becomes columns of A, and columns of A becomes rows of A becomes columns of its transpose, and columns of A becomes rows of its transpose. So if A is a matrix of order m cross n, then its transpose denoted by a transpose. So it is a matrix of order which is of order n cross n. For example, if you take A equal to 3 4 6 1 5 0 7 2, so this has 1 2 rows, 1 2 3 4 4 columns. So it is a matrix of order 2 cross n. Then its transpose, see, first row becomes first column here in its transpose. So 3 4 6 1 5 0 7 2. So this has 1 2 3 4 rows, 1 2 2 columns. So that is of order 4 cross 2. So this is about transpose of A. Next, elementary transformations. Elementary. So in this video I will just state elementary transformations. So next video we shall discuss how elementary transformations are applied to compute rank of a matrix. So elementary transformations. Let A be any matrix. Let A be any matrix. The elementary, see, as I said already, so there are two types of elementary elementary transformations. So that is elementary row transformations or elementary column transformation. But here we prefer elementary row transformations. The elementary row transformations on A are, so first one, interchange of any two rows. Interchange of any two rows. So you can interchange any two rows of the given matrix. B, multiplication of a row by a non-zero constant. See, you are not allowed to multiply 0 by a non-zero constant. So that is the second operation. Third operation, addition to any row a constant multiple of other row. So these are the three operations that can be applied on any matrix. First one, you can interchange any two rows of that matrix. You can multiply any scalar to any row of that matrix. Only thing is that scalar must be non-zero. So third operation is you can multiply a scalar to any row, then it can be added to another row. So these are the three operations which are called elementary row operations that can be applied to any matrix. Let us look into an example. Let us illustrate this with an example. Consider the matrix A equal to A1, B1, C1, A2, B2, C2, A3, B3, C3. So this is the matrix I am going to consider for the example. I am just going to illustrate how that operations are applied to given matrix. So first operation, I'll write a table like this, serial number, transformation. Here I'll write which transformation is applied, and every time we cannot write this operation in words, so I'll write this symbol for that. Then after applying the transformation, how the matrix is, how the output matrix looks like, that will be the resultant matrix. First one, interchange of rows, interchange of for example ಇಲ್ಲಿ R1 R2 R3 ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, assume that we are interchanging R1 and R3, so interchange of R1 and R3. So symbol ಏನು ಬರೀತೀವಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ, R1, this double sided arrow, R1 changes to R3. This is the symbol to denote that we are interchanging R1 with R3. So the resultant matrix will be, see, there is no change in second row, so it looks like, I mean that will be same second row, no change in that, A2 B2 C2. So first row, earlier we had A1 B1 C1, now it will be A3 B3 C3, and here A1 B1 C1. So this will be the resultant matrix. So next, that's about first operation. Let us come to operation 2. Second operation, multiplication of second row by a constant k, should not be 0, keep that in mind. So this in symbolical form can be written as R2 changes to, see interchange iddha matra double sided arrow ಬರೀತೀವಿ, otherwise we write a single sided arrow. R2 changes to KR2. So the original matrix I am going to consider, I am going to apply the operation to this original matrix. Now it becomes, see, earlier it is A1 B1 C1, A2 B2 C2, A3 B3 C3. So there is no change in first and last row. So first and last row will be as it is, A1 B1 C1, A3 B3 C3. Second row should be multiplied by constant k. Multiplication means you have to multiply that constant to each entry of that row. So KA2, KA3, KB2, KC2. So this is about operation 2. Last operation, addition to any row a constant multiple of other row. Again I am going to apply the operation to this matrix only. We don't consider this, I will consider only the original matrix A. Point number 3, addition to third row a constant multiple of second row. See, I am multiplying a constant to second row, obviously it is a non-zero constant, so multiplying constant to second row, then that is added to third row. So the notation is, or symbol is, see, finally which is affecting third row, that is affected after this operation. So R3 changes to R3 plus KR2. So the resultant matrix will be, first two rows no change, A1 B1 C1, A2 B2 C2. Here there will be a change, A3 plus KA2, B3 plus KB2, C3 plus KC2. So that will be the resulting matrix. So this is how we apply elementary transformations to reduce the given matrix to a simple form. So that will define later into which form we are going to reduce. So finally I will be winding up with one more definition. If there are two matrices A and B, we say that A and B are equivalent. Two matrices A and B are equivalent if one is obtained from the other, if one is obtained from the other by applying elementary operations. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟರಿ ರೋ ಅಥವಾ ಕಾಲಮ್ ಅಂತ ಏನು ಹೇಳಲ್ಲ, ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟರಿ ಆಪರೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. So here if you look into this, see this is the original matrix A and you can call this matrix as B, and this one you can call as C, this one you can call as D. So D is obtained from A, so A and D are equivalent, so this is equivalent to A. C is obtained from A, it is also equivalent to A, and it is also equivalent to A. So if there any matrix which is obtained from the other matrix by applying elementary operations, then we say that those two matrices are equivalent. So next we shall discuss about echelon form and rank of a matrix. So with this I am going to wind up my first class. Thank you all.